darlings, and welcome to a new vlog. We are not in autumn winter anymore, we're not in the Cotswolds. You're joining me for a very last minute holiday vlog. I feel like this might feel a bit random in amongst all of the cozy November content, all of the festive content, but Charlie and I had the opportunity to just come away for a few days of sunshine in November, and we thought, you know what, let's treat ourselves to a little break. You might be able to hear from my voice, I've caught a cold, and after being so smug that I didn't catch the virus going around, I think I have actually given myself a cold from aircon. Our hotel that we're staying in, we're actually doing a little bit of a split, so tonight will be our third and final night in our current hotel, and then we're actually moving, not because of the aircon, just because we're splitting between it kind of being a city trip and a beach trip. And the room that we're in right now, it is absolutely amazing. It's a stunning room. However, it doesn't actually have windows that can open, so we haven't had any real air in that room since we've arrived. So I think that's given me a little bit of a sniffle. I feel completely fine, but as you can hear, there's a sniffle. But how boring to start a holiday vlog talking about my sniffle. As I mentioned, we've been here for 3 days already. It always takes me, I think it's just a kind of shock to the system, especially at this time of year when I'm at home it's all go, 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 so much to do, so much to film, and then as soon as we come away it's just like, oh, switch off immediately, immediate relaxation, and it takes me a few days before I want to pick up the camera. But let's work backwards. I think that could be the best thing to do, and I'll fill you in on what we've been up to so far. So last night we had one of the yummiest meals I think I've ever had. By the way, do I have dates in my teeth? I feel like I might have dates in my teeth. Oops daisy, probably should have looked in a mirror before filming. Last night we went to the 𝙒𝙗 restaurant, and Charlie had been to a 𝙒𝙗 before, but I never had, and oh my goodness, the food was absolutely sensational. We had maybe 4 courses. I had this amazing gin-based cocktail which had like flavoured ice in it, yuzu and I think grapefruit flavoured ice. That was incredible. And before that, we did a little bit of shopping, late night shopping, in one of the malls here. And I did film a few clips in the mall, so I will insert those here. So our first stop, Zara Home, and I'm sure we don't have standalone Zara Homes at home. So of course, gonna take a little look around. Wonder if they've got any Christmassy bits. Charlie's spotted a sausage. Is it a doorstop?
I think so.
Let's see. Cute little Christmas decorations. It's a bit modern, this section for our house, isn't it? This reminds me of, oh, that's actually quite handy, look. If I
I've got one of these already.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh.
You already own one of those.
Oh, I like the sparkly snowflake placemats. That's cool.
To be fair, that's quite cool. Cake
for the Christmas table. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I like the glasses as well. I feel like it's about time we switched up our glasses. Like them or not? Quite chunky.
They're okay.
They're okay. That's a no. The cake stand's really nice.
More sort of like hand-blown stuff.
Yeah, they are nice quality actually.
I mean, glassware is one of those things that you don't want to spend a fortune on, isn't it?
No. And these always come in so handy if you've got lots of friends or relatives around that all drink the same drink, because you can, actually, we should get these, put them on the champagne glasses. Don't you think they're really cute?
Yeah, great idea.
I think that's a really good idea. They've got, how many are we? I think maybe just one set? Yeah, I'm gonna get those. Very handy for Christmas. Okay, I need to know if they've got more things in this collection, because that is just the cutest. Okay, so this area is quite exciting because there's quite a few brands down here that we don't have at home. Correct me if I'm... Yeah, I thought we did as well.
Oh, we met, you met not last year, last visit, we met 2 subscribers.
We met some subscribers there. I don't actually.
Yeah.
What, were they dining there?
2 local ladies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
came and said hello.
That's amazing.
We didn't get their names, I don't think. Yeah, they were lovely.
And then we've got a Bath and Body Works and American Eagle, and down at the end there is a pottery barn, which again we don't have at home, so let's go and check it out. I think this might be Charlie's first time in a pottery barn. Let's see if we spot anything old house are home worthy. Oh, Charlie, I love this look. Something like this in our entrance hall table.
Wavy.
Really nice. We've got some bits like that at home, haven't we?
Yeah.
I love the rattan on the little lanterns. So cute. Kind of hoping they might have those Christmas bakeware dishes in here. Not that I've got room in my suitcase. I can't spot them yet though. Tell me if you see any festive sections, Char. This is a really silly question, but they do celebrate Christmas here, don't they?
Yeah, of course not. It's a Christian holiday.
But because of the amount of...
Look, I think Christmas is obviously transcended religion.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're in an Islamic country and they don't celebrate Christmas. So
will they not have trays with reindeers on?
No, I think anywhere that has Christmas decorations are obviously more Western brands.
Yeah. Well, Pottery Barn is a Western brand. They had Christmas decks in Zara. This reminds me of my lovely dress that I've actually brought with me. I'd have been matching if I'd have worn that tonight. Cute. Ooh, love that tray. Yeah, me too. Okay, this is one of our favourites. I remember this from last time. We're just stocking up on some delicious dates, and they also do these scrumptious, they're kind of like pecan nuts. Oh, here they are. In chocolate, and oh my goodness, they are sensational. I love all these little boxes of baklava. Oh my gosh. Pastry with pistachio in. Ooh. These are so good looking, yummy. Every kind of stuffed date you could possibly dream of. We've just grabbed one of these selection boxes. I'm so not used to this camera, it's got a mind of its own. Look at this. With goji berries, nice and healthy. Yummy! Alright, we've stocked up. Now we're going to try and find all of our brown for Charlie. Here we go, Charlie's favourite shop. If anyone's looking for a fab Christmas gift for their husband, these swim trunks are Charlie's favourites by far. All of our brown, you can get the really funky pattern ones, or some psychedelic or plain. They're so nice, and they're really, really smart. So if you get out of the sea or the beach and you're going for lunch, you don't need to get changed because they're tailored like proper shorts. Yeah, Charlie is obsessed. He's picking up a couple of shirts. I've fallen in love with Dior pyjamas. Aren't they just absolutely gorgeous?
Amazing.
Olivia von Hull is so expensive these days. I wonder if these are probably
Similar
comparable.
price,
Yeah,
similar price.
maybe
You
not.
have to do the conversion.
It's very Dior style, actually. Wow, that would be a great Maldivian dress.
I think.
Stunning. We found one for the wish list. It's so gorgeous. The shell detail, we're just saying it's a perfect summer holiday dress. So beautiful. Imagine filling your nursery with baby 𝘼𝙙𝙙, having an 𝘼𝙙𝙙 pull-along rocking horse. So cute. Oh my gosh, look at this little tea set. This is so precious. So bougie. Is that an 𝘼𝙙𝙙 washing basket? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are back again. So that brings you up to speed with yesterday evening. In the daytime yesterday, it was our first kind of full day yesterday. So we thought the best way to get over the, I think it was 7-hour plane journey and just feel really good would be to book in for some massages. So we went to a place called The Bridge, and it's the most amazing kind of wellness hub. They had this massive gym, probably the biggest gym I have ever seen, and we spent quite a lot of time up on the roof. There was a beautiful roof terrace, did a little bit of sunbathing just for a couple of hours, and then we had gorgeous treatments. I had a Thai style massage, so kicked off the holiday in style. It's been really, really lovely. As you might be able to hear from the music in the background, we've spent today at a very, very chilled beach club. The water here is almost Maldivian. It is crystal clear, turquoise waters, and the great thing about coming here in November is the temperatures are perfect. I would say 27, 28 degrees, and you're just kind of guaranteed sunshine. So we've been very, very lucky. So we spent today on the beach. Charlie, I think maybe both of us, there is a really, really good gym here at the beach club, and we both brought our gym kit with us, so we might do a little bit of an evening stretch before we head back home to our hotel. I've also just finished my first book of the holiday this morning. Well, today. I was reading this yesterday, and actually the day that we arrived, oh, do you know what? Maybe this is our third full day. Yeah. The first day we just spent the whole day on a beach as well, which was great. And I started this. It's Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This was recommended by Charlie's sister Scarlett, and it's Colleen Hoover that writes Verity, isn't it? And I loved that book. This one is not quite so sinister. To be honest, when I read the back and when I first started reading it, I thought this is going to be really boring, because it's basically just a love story, like a story about a couple. Are they falling in love, or are they just enjoying the other benefits of each other? But something about it, I couldn't put it down. So it's definitely, well, I got through it in 2.5 days, so I would definitely recommend it. And I've got a couple more books with me that I can't wait to read. But anyway, glad that I finally started the vlog. It's so weird that I just put it off whenever we go abroad. As I said, it takes a few days to acclimatise. Outfit of the day today has been this leopard, oh, nearly flashed you, bikini from Summer, which I love. My H&M hat. Oh, we have had one casualty of the trip so far. My amazing little Velcro on visor, which is raffia and brown kind of leather, which I love for reading in the sun. I Velcroed it onto my bag. I've had this as my bag, and we did maybe an 1.5 hour walk after our beach day on the first day, and it fell off my bag and I've lost it, which is such a shame. But H&M hat, Amazon ribbon. This is from a brand called Honorine. I've had this for a few years. Honorine is my favourite variety of anemone, and it's also the name of the brand. So that's been today's beachy outfit of the day. We are heading to Sushi Samba for dinner tonight, which I can't wait for. And yeah, that's one of the things that we love about coming here. Guaranteed sunshine, guaranteed warmth, and you can have a really, really chilled beach day, and then you can go and have dinner at a bougie restaurant, both of which we don't have in the Cotswolds. We don't have beaches, and we don't have those kind of London city restaurants, so it's a completely different setting. And we're just so grateful to be here. So there we go. I'm gonna go and find Charlie. I think we're gonna do a little workout, and then we'll get ready together for dinner. Okay, it's a few hours later. Charlie's looking very smart. We have got dinner at Sushi Samba, and I'm so hungry and excited for this. Yay! This location is so amazing. Charlie and I were just saying Sushi Sambas always have such cool locations. So we're kind of on a terrace under this massive structure. This is the terrace. Apparently you can't really see it in much detail, but apparently they actually have to close it in summer because it's too hot. We've got a lovely table overlooking the marina, and this bar, my gosh, the views are amazing. So stunning. my darlings, it's the next day. As you can hear, I still have a little bit of this silly cold, but I feel about 12 million times better than I felt yesterday. We did end up going into a local pharmacy before coming to bed last night and getting some tablets. As you guys probably know me well enough by now, you probably know that what I normally try and do is either power through it or find some kind of natural remedy, but having been on the lemon and ginger teas for 3 days straight since we got here, I thought I needed something a little bit stronger, and it's definitely helped to clear things through, which is wonderful news. So today, as today is technically day 4, we're actually changing hotel today. So last night was our last night in the Edition Hotel, which is right on, sorry if that made you a bit dizzy, right on the marina, which is gorgeous. Apparently this restaurant is really good. It's called Two Phils. But we did intend on going there the first night, but we actually ended up just getting room service because we were so tired. Had a bath and room service, so no regrets. We'll have to save that for next time. It's another beautiful day today, scorching hot, and we are actually heading to a place called Heritage Village this morning. I think it's going to be kind of like a recreation of an old style town, I think. It just looks really traditional, really beautiful, and it's nice to see some of the kind of original way of life here, I guess, but we'll find out more when we get there. But I'll quickly show you our room where we've been staying for the last 3 nights. Excuse the obviously slept in bed, but there we go, lovely big king size bed. It's a very contemporary style hotel. I have been making the most of the super fast Wi-Fi. My YouTube videos that take about 3 hours to upload at home take about 3 minutes to upload here, which is amazing. We've got 3 double wardrobes here, so we've had so much space. And then this is the big bathroom. We've already packed away our bits and bobs. Big bathtub. Sorry to be showing it to you once we've lived in it for 3 days. Shower and loo. And then through here we have got the rest of the room. Really big living area. Got a TV on the wall here. Dining table. Ooh, these are the dates that we got in the mall the other day, and they are so delicious. Coffee station. I actually have not even looked in these cupboards, don't know what's in these. More hanging space, yeah, more storage. And yeah, we've just got the most incredible view of the marina. But anyway, we are gonna head out now into the glorious sunshine to the Heritage Village. Let's go. Atrium of our hotel is such a cool building. Oh, Charlie's in the lift. Cheers, mate. Of course, it's on our last day that I discovered that they have dates in the reception. Dates stuffed with pistachio. My favorite. Yummy. Okay, we've made it to the Heritage Village. I'm going to have to be quite careful what I pan round and show you, because there's a lot of children here. I think it's a really good place for school trips for them to learn about the history of Abu Dhabi, and I've got my very own private historian here. Well, Charlie, give us
private historian slash history regurgitator.
Go on then.
So I was having a Google in the car because it is a fascinating place, the UAE as a whole, and it's amazing how a place can sort of transform so quickly. Yeah. So in the 18th century, it was very much a small fishing village where most of the money was fishing and also pearl diving. And it was the Bani Yas tribe, and obviously a lot of this land was desert, so all of the populations congregated around the water, which makes total sense. Same in the UK, where all the big cities originally were obviously on canals or around the ocean. Because
Abu Dhabi is an archipelago, so it's actually loads of little islands as opposed to just sea and land.
So you'd have thought it would have been good for trade, but anyway, then in the 20th century, early 20th century, they discovered oil, and that changed the game completely. Yeah. In the Persian Gulf, Arabian Gulf, depending on what you want to call it, and I think the UK were involved at one point, of course. The British
elbowed our way in.
But then they had independence, I think, in 1971, and the British helped unify. Helped strengthen the 𝑛𝙠 family's position in Abu Dhabi, and then the unification of the UAE became a thing, because before it was 7 sheikdoms,
Right.
which Abu Dhabi and Dubai are 2 of the sheikdoms. So now obviously it's the UAE, United Arab Emirates, and Abu Dhabi is kind of the major capital. Then you've obviously got Dubai, those are the 2 most well known. Then you've got a number of others, some of which I can't pronunciate. So yeah, really interesting, but it's amazing what they've then done. And I think we've learned a little bit from our previous visits. Sorry, excuse me.
You got the aircon flu.
Maybe. We've learned a little bit, obviously, around how they've had to be quite clever with what they've developed and invested in. So in Dubai, they are actually running out of oil, which is what's kicked off this whole drive for tourism.
I was just saying the contrast between the old and the new is so stark here. These are the old pearl boats that they would have gone out and done their fishing in the Gulf, and now you've got the city that the oil money built in the background. But how cool that they've managed to save a few of these, and you can see them up close and personal.
It is impressive though to think how they evolved so quickly in terms of it in terms of what they've built.
Yeah.
You know, most countries in Europe I think will be more familiar with sort of a more gradual progression.
Yeah.
Whereas here it is quite dramatic.
Well, wasn't it the late 70s they discovered oil or something? Or 60s?
I think it was in the 50s. I think it was 1958.
And then they exported in 62.
In the 60s they were exporting, and in 71 they got independence, like fully, and unified the UAE.
So interesting.
But it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then I think it's important to sort of think about, so what I find quite interesting about Abu Dhabi and sort of how they've been so clever is they've looked at what Dubai have done further up and kind of learned from their mistakes.
Yeah.
So they've kind of sat back, watched what Dubai have done. Dubai famously got into a lot of debt. I think Abu Dhabi bailed Dubai out by 10 billion.
Holy moly, is that why they built the Burj Khalifa?
Yeah, so the Burj Khalifa is named after the father. So the current ruler is the second son of Khalifa.
Right.
The eldest son was a ruler after him, and then he passed away. And then one of his other sons owns Man City, for example.
This is why you have such knowledge. There's a football connection.
I don't like Man City.
Oh my goodness.
But,
you can't say that when we're in Abu Dhabi.
So I can, I don't like Man City. 115 charges, mate, I'll leave it at that. It's the contrast between the old and the new. Is your outfit old and new? You're the old. No, the boat is what, 200 years old probably? No, hang on. Did we say 16th century, didn't we?
It's a bit older.
Or,
I didn't even mean to do this on purpose, but I'm wearing my pearls.
Sorry, 500 years old. What bad maths from me. At least, right.
I'm wearing my pearls in honour of Abu Dhabi.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, pearl necklace. This is mother of pearl. Do you remember where I last wore this dress?
No.
I'll give you a clue.
Don't know.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, let's carry on exploring. We've come inside to the lovely aircon museum, and they've got all the old artifacts, what they would have used for fishing and for other pursuits. Wow, look at the chainmail. Oh my goodness. Bow and arrows. I learned how to shoot one of those the other day at Estelle. There we go. Wow. So these metal arrows, do you remember I showed you in our church, that area outside the door where they used to sharpen arrows? They might have looked like this. What's this? Old scriptures, old coins, old notes.
The original ones here.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Some were used in the Gulf region. Got some old shillings. British money here. £1,000, 10 shillings. Very cool. We've got all of the pearl tools here for extracting them from their shells, cleaning tools. They don't look that old. Forget an espresso. This is what the coffee pots used to look like. So ornate. Wonder what that's made out of. This is another cool space, literally. We're very grateful for the aircon. And they've got so many structures of the boats and even a real steering wheel. What are they called? Are they called steering wheels?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I thought they had an official name. These, some of them remind me of the Maldivian boats, the Donis.
There's a lot of similarities, isn't there?
Yeah. Very cool. Would have been amazing. Oh look, pearls in their original form. How amazing to discover those.
It's amazing they're natural.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, look, 1950 Abu Dhabi.
1950. Only 75 years ago it looked like this. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Okay, we found a cool specialty coffee place to caffeinate before our little road trip to the next hotel. Charlie's got a double espresso. And look how they've served my matcha. They've kind of sealed it in a can. How clever is that?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing? Very cool. You might have to open that for me, darling. Hotel, which is called Earth. It's very unusual. I think it used to be maybe even a military base. I need to fact check that. The building itself is the shape of an eagle, which is the symbol of the Abu Dhabi military. So it's very cool, very modern, quite minimal in places, but also quite regal in others. I remember last time I shared a vlog from Abu Dhabi, a couple of the comments were, Josie, it looks like you're the only one there. Well, I would say it always feels like everywhere is so big that I guess all the people are just quite spread out, but I am extra conscious when I'm here to try to not get too many people in the background of shots, because even more so than in Europe, privacy here is really important. Obviously I try not to put my camera in anyone's face at the best of times, but especially not here. So Charlie is hardcore sunbathing on the beach. I am just sitting here in the shade about to start book 2 of the holiday, and this is what I'm reading now. It's called Strange Sally Diamond. This was another recommendation from Scarlett. I love every book that she recommends to me, so I'm sure I'm gonna like this one, but let's see how much I can power through. The funny thing about the days here is that the sun sets at 5:30 and the heat of the day is really gone by, I would say, 3:30, so you get a shorter window for laying out in the sun, but I don't mind. It's actually those hours when it's a little bit less roasty that are my favorites. So yeah, another very chilled afternoon. We haven't decided what we're doing for dinner today. We're gonna have lunch here at the hotel, and then maybe get an Uber somewhere for dinner. There are so many amazing restaurants here, so not too sure. I will leave that planning to Charlie. Shout out to my Josie sunglasses as well. Charlie said he thinks this shape suit me the most, the little skinny ones. These are from Gucci, in case you can't tell by the massive bling G. And I also got these on Smart Buy glasses when I bought my spectacles. So always fun to have a new pair of sunglasses for the trip. And actually these are the only pair that I brought with me, so it's a good job that I like them. Sometimes I say things on the vlog and then I'm like, that was such a weird thing to say. Like, obviously I like them. I bought them. Obviously I like my sunglasses. I don't know, sometimes I just say weird things. Lunch on the beach. When I questioned Charlie why he'd ordered quite so much, he said he was a growing boy. Yep. No, he said he's a growing young boy.
I'm a growing young man.
Growing young man, yes.
Middle-aged.
Middle-aged. So we've got a pecan arugula rocket, and I'm pretty sure that the feta is camel feta.
And mango.
And mango. I love mango. It's probably one of my favourite fruits, actually. Got a beetroot, mint and feta salad, ceviche and prawn tempura for Chaz, with some microgreens, and a burrata, whipped burrata and fig salad. Ooh, this looks good. My favourite afternoon treat, strawberry milkshake. Yummy, and this is where we've spent our afternoon. Heavenly.
Bond villain's lair, isn't it?
Sure is. We've decided if James Bond did hotels,
no, not if James Bond did hotels. If James Bond's arch nemesis did hotels.
If James Bond's arch nemesis did hotels.
It's a Bond villain hotel, it's not a Bond hotel.
It is. It does look very villainous. Yeah.
Villainous, that's a great word.
Villainous.
And look even with the crows.
Caca! Never seen crows in a palm tree before.
Good
Good morning, my darlings. It's the next day already. Yesterday we ended up having a really chilled evening. By the way, we're about to do a little bit of a glow up. I slept in my heatless curls, went to the gym in my heatless curls. I was a little bit embarrassed, but never mind. So today is Friday? I don't know, I feel like I've lost track of time. Last night, after a lovely afternoon on the beach, we decided we just wanted to have a really chilled evening. We ended up going to the restaurant here in the hotel. We've been going out for so many meals that we thought we'd have a night in, and they had this incredible, like, international but leaning on Indian buffet. And I'll have to hold my hands up and say, normally, can you see a shadow? I think it's something on my screen. Normally I'm not a huge buffet lover, just because being a bit of a self-confessed food snob, I find that the food is like often better quality if it's a la carte from the menu. But this buffet was absolutely incredible. One of the best I think I've ever had, Maldives aside. And I just tried so many new things. Luckily there were lots of chefs kind of milling about, and I could ask them what everything was, because I didn't even recognize the names of these things. And I don't think, aside from a roti, which is like a thick pancake, savory, I don't think I'd heard of anything that I had for dinner last night, and it was all so delicious. So yeah, that's what I have to report. I went down with no makeup on. It was super chilled, but I am going to pop some makeup on today because we are heading to a beach club called the 𝙒𝙗𝙙 Beach Club, and it looks really cool. It looks kind of like Ibiza vibes, so I'm going to pop some makeup on. I'm going to use all of my Merit Beauty favourites, and I have to let you know that they are doing the most incredible Black Friday sale. 'Tis that time of year, but with my code you can get early access to the sale. I'll leave all of the information in the description box down below, but it's basically going to be 20% off, and then as of the 23rd of November, that code, or the discount, will automatically get applied to the checkout. But there's also something else really exciting, a gift with purchase, but I'll talk about that in a second. If you watched my summer vlogs, in particular Ibiza, then you will be, sorry, I've lost the lid somewhere, here it is. You'll be familiar with this. As you can see, it's it's nearly empty, but this is the uniform. I think they released this year. If you live in a warm climate, or if you like a lighter base but you still want something with your SPF in, or if you're going on holiday and you want an SPF that also gives you a little bit of coverage and tint, this is incredible. So it's a tinted mineral sunscreen, because sunscreens can have some funky ingredients in. It's high protection, SPF 50, UVA and UVB. And how I remember UVA and UVB is A, protects you from aging, and B, protects you from burning. So you get full coverage, full protection with this. And as you'll be able to see as I'm applying it, it's actually pretty high coverage. So if you're going somewhere like a beach club where you want your SPF, but you also want your complexion to be completely evened out, then this is perfection. As you can see, I have gone for a shade slightly deeper than my natural skin color, because my face never tans as much as my body, so this always matches my tanned color. As it's from Merit, we know that all of the ingredients have been really carefully considered, lovely clean ingredients that aren't going to be harmful to our skin. I find with most Merit products, they're all really multitasking, so maybe you want to pop this in your handbag, in your gym bag, on your bedside table, just for that go-to product. Okay, I've just been to wash my hands because I'm wearing a white dress and I feel like that was asking for trouble. As I'm spending the day on the beach today, it's even more important that I use makeup that's not going to clog my pores. And while the uniform has given me a very uniform base, maybe that's why they called it that. Or maybe it's because it's the kind of product that you just reach for every day, like a school uniform, I don't know. I also absolutely love Merit's complexion sticks. This is the Minimalist in the shade Camel. How ironic. I had camel feta for my lunch yesterday. And it's like a giant crayon. You can just apply this in any areas you need a little bit of extra coverage. So for me, that is always my chin. What I love about this, as well as the fact that it's not pore clogging, is that it's so blendable. You can use your fingers or you can use a makeup brush, and when I've got a little bit of a tan, camel is the perfect colour for me. But I do have a lighter one that, because it's so moisturising, is perfect for using under my eyes as well. I hope I'm doing a good job here. I'm using the camera as my mirror. I haven't got a clue how this looks, but normally I find Merit super blendable, so if you do find yourself in a situation where you don't have a mirror or the lighting is bad, you can be 99% sure that the Merit products are going to blend in beautifully. These two are going in my beach bag for top-ups later today. Okay, so let me tell you something else really special going on right now with Merit. When you use my code, with all orders, no matter big or small, you'll get a little free gift with purchase, which looks like this. Inside here, you have got Merit's First blotting papers, and I don't know about you, but I feel like blotting papers are one of the most underrated beauty products, especially if you have got naturally quite oily skin like I do. You'll probably have noticed from vlogs, I get pretty shiny in my T-zone, but one thing that is able to solve that problem, but without caking a load of extra powder on your skin, is blotting papers. If you've never tried them before, they almost seem too good to be true. So Merit have designed this cute little kind of vintage, it reminds me of like an 80s Suits or something, vintage little card case, perfect for popping in your handbag. And inside you get the little blotting papers, truly perfect for handbags in warm countries. And what this will do is absorb the excess oil from your skin, but without completely mattifying. So what I will normally do, Charlie's back from the gym, what I like to do is just kind of press it into my T-zone, and you can, it's kind of gross, but you can see on the paper, look, that is the oil that it has already absorbed from my skin. So that is going to be free with all orders using my code. So good time to shop. Very kind, Charlie bought me an iced almond milk matcha, and I've already nearly downed it. I find them so addictive. Okay, let's add a little bit of shape, a little bit of contour, and I like to use the Bronze Balm from Merit. Very sleek little packaging. Again, it's not going to clog the pores, it's vegan, cruelty-free, and very, very versatile. So you can use this as an all-over bronzer to really add warmth to the complexion, or you can be a little bit more precise with where you apply it. I'm actually not very good at contouring, but I always give it a go, and you can use it to really create a little bit of shape for your face. So I'm going to pop some at the top, down the sides of my schnoozle. I see some people doing this and they literally create like a whole new nose with contouring. I am not that clever. And what I also love to do is pop a little bit on my eyelids. And because it's a balm, it just blends in so easily. It's untraceable, other than giving you that really lovely colour and contour. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of blush. I literally do everything with this brush. I think it's called the Complexion brush from Merit. I would say all these products that I'm showing you would make such lovely Christmas gift ideas as well. So you might as well make the most of the discount code and save on your Christmas gifting too. I can't believe we've been talking this long and I haven't done my eyebrows yet. Normally the eyebrows are the thing that I do straight away after the base. This is the Merit Brow 1990 in the shade Light Brown. This is probably my favourite brow product right now because it's got the spoolie in one end, and then it's got the colour which is perfect for my eyebrows in the other end, and it's wind up, you don't need a sharpener, and you just get these really lovely, because I don't have any hair at the beginning of my eyebrow, which is terribly annoying, but this perfectly creates hair-like strokes, so it looks really lovely and natural. And then if you want to soften it up and fluff up the brows a bit more, I use the spoolie after I've used the pencil. And then in the shade Neutral, this is the volumizing pomade. So this just kind of grips on to the individual lashes and not only sets them in place for the day, but it adds volume to the individual, did I say lashes? I meant brow hairs. So if you've got quite sparse brows like I do and appreciate every little bit of volume, then this is a really good multitasker. I would say for mums or for daughters, this is a really good product because it's a bit of a game changer and so easy to use, and you don't need to guess people's shades. Whereas if it's a gift for yourself, then obviously the complexion products are absolutely perfect. Merit do have some new eyeshadows, which are absolutely gorgeous, but I am going to take this with me, and then as the beach club turns a little bit more lively in the evening, I will add a little bit of this onto my eyelid. Finishing off with a little bit of lipstick in the shade Millennial. This is my favourite from Merit. Their lipsticks are super balmy and comfortable, and I have also got my all-time favourite Merit Clean Lash Mascara in my beach bag, but this is the one thing that I will. I've put the rest of my makeup on, so I might as well put some mascara on. And with mascara, it is super important that you choose one with lovely ingredients. It's so close to your eyes, you need to make sure that it's a goodie, which this one most definitely is, and I find it really lifts, separates, adds volume. So there we go, a full face of Merit Beauty, and I'm happy knowing that it's not going to clog my pores. It's going to look gorgeous, minimal, natural and glowing, but lovely all day long. Now it's time for the big reveal. I'm going to take out my heelless curls. So I'll leave all of the products that I have just used and all of my favourites in the description box down below, and don't forget my code will get you 20% off, and you'll also get the free blotting papers and the little case, which is perfect to pop in your handbag. They would also make an amazing stocking filler. Guarantee you that after breakfast there will be not one trace of these curls, but it'll leave me with a tiny little wave in my hair. After how amazing dinner was last night, I am very, very excited for breakfast. I'm going to comb this out and I will see you downstairs. I know you guys love seeing the breakfast buffets, so I'll show you what it's like. This whole place was full of amazing Indian food last night. So we've got a little yogurt station, fresh fruit, and these are the eggs they can do for you. Eggs Benedict. Ooh, caramel French toast. Oh my gosh, he's freshly making pancakes and waffles in the station. Let's see what's around here. They will have breakfast from every culture, well maybe not every, but so many. Pancake, waffles. This is the American zone. We've got some olives, we've got baba ganoush, beetroot, labneh, tabbouleh, yum. A million different jams. This is what Charlie and I love, a little seed station. All the nuts and seeds to put on your yogurt. Oh, shut the front door.
You're gonna have to take one of those.
Oh my gosh, can you grab one? Grab one. Grab it.
Plate.
Pineapple glossy, what's that? Oh my gosh, I got cruffins, a za'atar cruffin. Had some of that on something last night, that was amazing. Little banana cake, look at these. Got a donut wall. We've got pistachio croissant. Oh my goodness, the best pastry selection in the world. And round here, the bread station. Does anyone else get this excited about a breakfast buffet? What's he doing here? Freshly made, ooh, omelets. Okay, these are all Asian dishes like noodles and dumplings, and then we've got kind of like an English fry-up over here. We've got proper baked beans, grilled tomatoes, boiled eggs. What are you gonna go for, Tang?
I'm gonna have a massive omelette.
A massive omelette, okay, I have no doubt he'll have like 12 eggs. Hash browns, ooh, cheese spring roll, yummy. Oh my gosh, where do we begin? Oh, and there's a whole nother station over here. This was the dessert station last night. We've got 𝙒𝙖 smoothie. I have no idea what that is. What is a 𝙒𝙖? Croissant pudding. Do we think this is going to be like, yes, it's like a bread pudding. Oh my gosh, but with croissant. And then we have got so much fruit. I love having mango whenever I come on holiday. Okay, don't know where to begin. I think Charlie's starting with an omelette, so I might copy him. And I've got a lovely little mango juice. Now this is giving me lots of ideas. All of these infused honeys. Honey with ginger, vanilla, cloves, rose petal, cardamom, lemon skin. What a great way to use up your lemon skin. Honey with cinnamon, saffron. Okay, I'm definitely going to make myself a lovely lemon and ginger tea. Probably with, I'm gonna try honey with cinnamon. Yum! This is where Charlie got my matcha from this morning. So in the hotel, there's like a cute little coffee shop, and we're very impressed. They've got a La Marzocco. I like all these mugs as well. That is a giant coffee cup. at this for all the Arabic coffees and teas. So nice. Okay, we've just made it to the beach club. Charlie's decided that we're going to set up base camp closest to, can you read the sign? It says the pet swimming club, pet swimming area. So if anyone brings their doggies, we will be here to watch them and oversee them. But this beach club, we actually accidentally arrived half an hour before it even opens. It doesn't open till midday. I think because we are such morning people and everyone else likes to club and party on the beach, we're just here to chill. But look at this place, look at this water, so amazing. Cannot wait to lay down and get into my book. Just before it goes up in my beach bun, I don't know why I bother, this is how the curls ended up after brushing them out. Even though we're kind of in the middle of a desert, it's so humid here, so my hair just goes puffy and then poker straight. So this is evidence that it did work, and it did look nice for a couple of photos, all important snaps on the beach. And now up in a bun, bikini on, and an afternoon of chilling. Yay! Okay, we've just been in the sun, or in my case, the shade, for an hour or so. Now we're having a little mid-morning snack. I'm gonna try my pistachio cream croissant. Yummy! Got an oat milk iced latte. Still nice and quiet here. How gorgeous. Lunch on the beach today. Charlie's got shrimp tacos and I've got teriyaki chicken, and then nachos, which I've already started nibbling. They are delicious with really kind of spicy cheese sauce and guacamole. I love a good poke bowl. And Charlie's got a salmon one, and I've got, this is kind of like a deep fried tofu. This is my dream beach lunch. I especially love the seaweed in the poke bowls, rice underneath, edamame, carrots. Oh, this one's actually quinoa, not rice.
Yeah.
Yes, so delicious. These are amazing. Okay, bon appetit. Okay, after a full day on the beach, the sun goes down at about 5:30 here, so... At
this time of year, because it's their winter, isn't it, technically?
Yeah, they have the same
doesn't feel too wintry, but...
as us, I think. So yeah, we've left the beach and we are heading now to the Taste of Abu Dhabi Festival. We thought it sounded very up our street. I think there's going to be some food demonstrations and hopefully it's going to be really fun. So I thought I would chat to you now, because when we go in, I probably won't be able to talk to you too much, because obviously, as I said, don't want to get loads of people in the background, but I will try and capture a little bit of the essence of what this festival is all about. It's still gloriously warm, as you can tell by the outfits, so let's head on in, shall we, darling?
Let's do it.
Let's go. This literally reminds me of the food festivals in Hyde Park. This is amazing. Loads of local businesses. Oh my gosh.
Camelicious.
Camelicious.
Camel milk.
Camel milk. Charlie, you've got to try it. Get a camel milk latte. Camel milk ice cream. Oh my gosh.
Everything you want to bring away. Under this pressure, under this way, we are diamond. I feel my heart beating. Oh, I feel my heart underneath my skin.
So we came all the way to the Abu Dhabi Food Festival and went to a British food pop-up.
What's the first British food of our time?
I got you
What's this?
I don't know, a card holder on the front and the back.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so handy.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you so much.
Good man.
Thank you. You can take me anywhere in the world and I will get macaroni cheese. So we realised we were really close to the Yas Mall, which I think is actually the one with the Man City World in it. Even though that's not Charlie's team, I think you'll find it quite interesting. So let's go in, and also I'm very much in the mood for a froyo. Now this is just what the doctor ordered. Charlie's going for the healthy option. Strawberry froyo with all the berries.
Yeah, 2 more raspberries and we're perfect. Thank you very much, sir.
Just tried the mango and it's so good.
Chocolate sauce.
That's okay.
So then you have one more left.
Oh yeah. Pistachio crunch on the mango.
Oh dear, that's scary.
Yes! Charlie thinks I've gone mad. I've got strawberry boba, pistachio, mango and cone on mango flavoured yogurt. I think it's going to be amazing. Good morning morning, my darlings. It is now Saturday morning. It's actually our final day in Abu Dhabi. We've got the full day today and then we fly at 8 AM tomorrow, and I'm actually not sad to be going home because firstly I'm really looking forward to the journey. I think I mentioned in the last vlog, managed to get not ridiculously expensive flights, business on the way out and first class on the way home. I think it was about £600 for both of us more from business to first on the way back. And if you're a bit of a plane nerd like me, you might know that Etihad First Class, it's basically like a whole room to yourself on the aeroplane. So I cannot wait to experience that. I think it's going to be amazing. It's a day flight, so I'm going to make the most of all the food. There's a shower on board. It's going to be such a cool experience. So I'm really looking forward to the journey home. And of course, seeing my babies. It gets to maybe day 3 or 4 of a holiday when Charlie and I start talking to the dogs and like pretending they're here. We do go a little bit mad. Like this morning we were talking about what Dexy would have for breakfast, whether Dickie would be wearing the sun cream, sitting in the sun, or yeah, we're a little bit mad. But anyway, we are spending our last day at the 𝘼𝙗 Beach Club, which is actually where I was when I started the vlog on our 3rd day of the trip. It's probably our favourite beach club here. It's big, great food, and the best actual beach. It's a really long beach, so you can take like 2-hour long walks along the beach, which we absolutely love, especially because we skipped the gym this morning. And then we're going to an art exhibition, like an outdoor art display tonight, and then we've got dinner at the Buddha Bar at the St. Regis Hotel. So it's going to be a really lovely last day, and then an early start tomorrow to head back home. I've just come to this little spot by where we have breakfast. The hotel rooms are behind me. Rolls-Royce have sponsored their outdoor beehives. Very niche, very random, but it's a lovely kind of garden oasis in the middle of the hotel. Anyway, our Uber is almost here, so let's head to the beach. So we made it quite early today. It's only 9:30, so it's quite quiet, aside from the leaf blower in the background. But yeah, this is the main part of the beach club. Lots of little lounge areas. You can choose a cabana if you want to, but we are sea over pool people, so we're gonna head down to the beach, which is such a gorgeous spot. Setting up base camp. Look at this. This is why we love this beach club the most. You've got miles and miles of this perfect beach, turquoise waters, and it's shallow really far out, so you can go and have a little walk in the water, or you can get a canoe or a kayak. There's a few hotels down there. Down there is where I stayed last time I came in February, and down here is the Rixos Hotel where we went and grabbed a coconut last time. Oh, but this water is just like the Maldives. So beautiful. Lunch on the beach. I have got some veg maki, got a poke bowl with some grilled chicken. Charlie's got salmon. What's this, darling? Is that watermelon?
Watermelon and shrimp salad.
Ooh.
Just thought watermelon is very good for you.
Nice.
I just fancied it on the beach, and then the slightly less healthy bit.
Ooh, yummy. Lunch with a view. Gosh, this is heavenly. Okay, we've just been for another lovely walk on the beach, and I've now finished my book. This was my 2nd book of the trip, and completely different to the first book that I read. This one was a crime novel. Can't say that I've properly read crime novels before, aside from things like Verity by Colleen Hoover. And oh my gosh, this was absolutely amazing. If you do like true crime, well, it's not true, but if you do like crime podcasts, that kind of thing, this was really, really good. So Sally Diamond, she, well, I don't want to give too much away, but She's clearly a very unusual character, and she gets rid of her father's dead body by putting him in a bin and an incinerator herself. She doesn't really know that that's the wrong thing to do, and then it turns out that many of the reasons that she's a little bit unusual is because she was actually the child of a kidnapped woman. So yeah, it's very, very twisted and literally a page turner. So I'll recommend this. I'll leave my Amazon book page link down below in case you're looking to get anyone some books for stocking fillers for Christmas. The dorkiest thing about me, actually it's definitely not, but I am a huge plane nerd, so the fact that we're about to fly first on an Etihad A380 is so exciting to me. Good morning, by the way, from a very excited little traveller. Welcome to my crib. This is crazy. So we each have basically a cabin. How cool is this? Show us around then, mate.
So here we have
your sofa,
quite massive chair.
Your seat.
That's good enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
I think this comes out into a double bed. Not that we need it.
Amazing.
Isn't it cool? So everyone's in these like little pods. This is mine in here. Let's explore it together. I don't know what that is. Ooh, it's kind of like a little vanity station. Can do my makeup here at the end of the flight. Good morning, properly, my darlings. I am so excited for this journey. I haven't got a scrap of makeup on, so please excuse my appearance. This feels ridiculous, actually. It feels a little bit ridiculous having an entire room to myself. Charlie is opposite. Obviously he's already made friends with his neighbour, and I thought I would show everything to you. So Sonia has already bought me some water and some dates. I was offered champagne and juice, but I had a coffee in the lounge this morning and that was enough for me. I've just been given some Giorgio Armani slippers. Very nice, which is actually great because I'm going to take my trainers off, and if you're going into the bathrooms and things like that, there are showers for the first class passengers up at the front there. And I've also just been given this little, very nice actually, leather pouch, and there are Giorgio Armani pyjamas in here. I might actually get changed into pyjamas halfway through the flight and try and have a little snooze. We're taking off at 8 AM Abu Dhabi time and landing at midday UK time, so I do need to have a little nap. I think the flight is about 7 hours. We have an entire wine list here. I'm sure that'll be really, really nice. I think I'll have a rosé with my lunch. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so these are all of the wines in here. I've actually got a feeling they may not have rosé. How scandalous. Mojito, can have an old-fashioned. You know what, some people, they would really get their money's worth almost coming on these flights with the cocktails and the wines and the champagnes, whereas Charlie and I just have coffee and water. We're very, very boring. And then we've got the food menu. Oh my gosh, Wagyu. Can you imagine having Wagyu beef on an airplane? Sweet potato and carrot soup, that sounds very nice. We've got beef tenderloin, cheese ravioli, chicken breast, sea bass, frangipane tart. Oh my goodness. This all sounds fabulous. And you can have breakfast, snacks. There's a lounge and a grill. How do they have a grill on an aeroplane? That is crazy. Dauphinoise potato, fillet of beef, burrata. Oh my gosh, lobster mac and cheese bites. That is crazy. Onboard amenities. Giorgio Armani folio contains all of this. Wowza. Wow, wow, wow. Charlie's just discovered something cool. What? It's like a little mini bar. Oh my god. Only the bougiest water. What else have you discovered?
Well, you can keep that.
No, thank you.
You know what this is really good for?
Cleaning your toilets. God. You noticed a really fluffy blanket as
I
well.
mean, it is amazing, isn't it?
You get a super fluffy throw. Actually, Dexy would love this. And then Charlie's got his little vanity station.
Have I?
Yeah, you've not seen this?
I haven't seen this.
Come on, have a look.
What? Careful, careful.
It's got a dodgy one, and it's full of...
I love this.
Is that a full-size moisturiser? Look at that. You've got overnight... Oh, how clever. Overnight hydration therapy.
Wow.
Hand and body lotion. Earplugs. Eye mask. Whatever that might be.
Fantastic.
So
It's
cool.
even got a little bin.
That is so clever.
What's this in here?
Earplugs, I think.
I don't know how you get them out.
What's this? Oh, there's your bedding.
Very clever, isn't it?
So cool. This here, just in front of me, is called The Residence. I don't know if they keep it shut because there's someone being very private in there, but it's basically like a 2 or 3 room cabin, and that is the most expensive aeroplane seat in the entire world. What have you found? Premium noise cancelling headphones. Where were they tucked away?
Yeah.
In there. Everything has got its space. So cool. Yeah, so in here you have a seating area like this, and then through that door is a little bedroom, and I think they have their own shower as well. Let's go and have a look at the bathrooms. Oh, it's huge. Oh my gosh, this is an aeroplane bathroom. It's ginormous. Sink. I think the other one has a shower in it, but this is absolutely ginormous. Okay, I'm sitting way back here because this lighting is not the most flattering, but I'm going to do a little bit of aeroplane skincare, seeing as I have this entire vanity area in front of me. I'm going to start. I wouldn't normally use face wipes, but when I'm on an airplane, these are obviously the easiest thing to use. Let's clip you on somewhere. This is the one time that I do actually like using the DJI. There we go. These are the Micellar Water Boost, apparently. I just put on the tiniest little bit of BB cream this morning, so this will be good to kick things off. There's a little bin in my vanity area. Okay, next I'm going to pop on my face mask. I always bring this with me on holiday. It's so good after a day on the beach. And I'm going to plug in for 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to chill. I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, we're back in action. I'm going to use another face wipe to clean my face again. I always like to after using my LED mask. And then I'll use the other side of the wipe just to clean the mask down. When I get home, I'll use my proper spray. Okay, I've got this little pot from Laneige, and it's called their Cream Skin Serapeptide Toner and Moisturizer. I feel like that could be quite useful. Just putting a bit in my hands. Hydrating face mist from Espa. This is my favourite lip balm. It's from The Ordinary. It's their squalane and amino acid lip balm, and it's so good, especially this time of year if you've got slightly chapped lips. I actually found last winter this was the only one where I actually felt like it was repairing my lips instead of making you need more lip balm, which is what most of them do. And then I've got the Elemis Pro Collagen eye masks. These are such good little stocking fillers. Both Charlie and I love them. Put this in the bin. Okay, now these stay on for about 20 minutes. So while they work their magic, sorry, let me just reposition myself. Got everything in my little travel makeup bag, which I think is 𝙒𝙖𝙩 maybe? Where did I get this from? I actually don't know. But I thought I would share a few thoughts on Abu Dhabi as a holiday destination. This is my 4th time going to Abu Dhabi, and every time that I've been, it's been a really, really different experience. I would say the first time that I went, I did find that the country did kind of look a little bit like a building site. There's just so much construction going on there because it's, I guess, being such a, in inverted commas, new country ever since the discovery of oil. It's obviously changed so much there. And it does feel like there is still a lot of construction going on. But if you can not let that bother you, then it's an incredible place to go on holiday if you just want some like early winter sun. You guys know from my videos how I get so affected by the weather, and I just like, my mood and my energy levels when it's sunny are a million times better. So to have that little opportunity to get some sun in November just really kind of powers up my batteries ready for next month, which is of course Vlogmas, December. We've got Cyber Week at the end of this month, which is my busiest time of year. And don't get me wrong, I did do quite a lot of work on this holiday. All of my usual amount of laptop admin, still did all of that, filming, uploading, taking photos and things like that, working on campaigns behind the scenes. Even as you know, this video had a paid partner, so it wasn't like a full-on holiday, treated it like a bit of a work trip. But to be able to do all of that on a beach in the sun, I feel very, very grateful for. So for any of you guys thinking of coming on holiday, I would say first week of November, middle of October. I would say October, November are the perfect months to come. It's their autumn. In the summer, Charlie and I have been before in August, and it was just too hot. It was actually too hot. You had to like run from building to building to get between the aircon. I think it was like 40 degrees. So I would say UK summer, just don't even bother, like go to Europe. It's not enjoyable being there when it's that hot, but October, November I think are absolutely perfect. I've put on the pajamas, by the way. Yes, so time of year wise, amazing. Something to remember is that the daylight hours are shorter, so they get their sunsets at about 5:30. I would say even by 3:30 you could feel that the strength from the sun was going. So if you're not a morning person, then you might miss out on quite a lot of the sun hours, so that's something to consider. Flight time, just over 7 hours on the way out, but you sleep, and then just under 7 hours on the way home, which is why we thought we would do first on the way home, being really, really bougie, because we'll be awake and obviously get to enjoy it, whether otherwise, if we'd have been in business, we would have been asleep the whole time. Abu Dhabi is an amazing location if you are a family. There is so much to do for young children. There's obviously Ferrari World, there's like go-karting, there's so many water parks, so much to do, and so safe for young children. You're guaranteed good weather, you're guaranteed heat, you're guaranteed sunshine, which at this time of year in Europe you just can't really guarantee. Even going like really south, places like Marbella, you know, you just can't guarantee it. So if, like me, you just are desperate for sunshine, then it's an amazing location for that. And if you want to have a good balance between total chill, but also a little bit of activity, like if you love shopping, if you love really amazing fine dining restaurants, we ate so well on this holiday, like the best food on a holiday I think I've ever had. Sushi samba. Last night we went to Buddha Bar at the St. Regis Hotel on 𝑐𝑷𝑬𝑵 Island, and that was fantastic. Like if you love slightly Asian food, Japanese food, it's such a mix of cultures and cuisines there. It was incredible. And 𝙒𝙗 on the first or second night as well. Incredible. If you like small boutique hotels like Charlie and I do, it's hard to find that in Abu Dhabi. We're yet to find it. The hotels are all really, really big, which is not usually my favorite thing, but it's just how it is in Abu Dhabi. Like all the hotels are really, really big. We loved the Edition Hotel. The food quality there was amazing. Obviously we didn't have a window in our room. Some rooms do have balconies, but it's on a marina, not the beach. Would we go back to the 𝘖 Hotel? It was a like perfectly wonderful hotel, had a beach, had an amazing big pool. It used to be a military base and it still feels quite military-ish, and the food was obviously all buffet style. I'm not sure if we would go back to that one. I think next time we would maybe look at, I think there's a Four Seasons on the 𝑐𝑷𝑬𝑵 Island, or a Ritz-Carlton, or the St. Regis where we had dinner last night. I think we'd look at that. 𝑐𝑷𝑬𝑵
I think is definitely our favorite place in Abu Dhabi. The beach there is just so big, turquoise waters. I love taking morning walks along the beach. And the St. Regis looked really, really nice. I think we'll have a look at the St. Regis next time, because to be on 𝑠'𝑑𝑬𝑵 beach, I think would make the trip even more incredible. What else to talk about? Modesty. So obviously it is an Arabic country where you're in the UAE. I always dress fairly modestly. Like, you'll never see me out with like my boobs up to here. Not that that could physically ever happen anyway. And like my bum out or anything like that. So I am naturally quite a modest dresser. But as you saw, I tried to be like even more mindful during this trip. It's actually not a requirement. Like, obviously be sensible, be respectful, but it's not a requirement to be covered up when you're out and about in Abu Dhabi, as long as you're not visiting the mosque. But I would just say, yeah, be respectful. So I chose to wear long dresses most of the time. Most of the time they were down to my ankles. Not a requirement, just I thought that would be the most respectful thing to do. And if I was walking somewhere where I felt like I wanted to be a bit more covered up, I always had my linen shirt in my bag, and I would just pop that over my shoulders. I wouldn't have worn like a boob tube dress that was also really short out anywhere, because I just, not my style. But also I think that is maybe pushing it a little bit too far, but no one's gonna say anything, you know, it's fine. Obviously if you go to the mosque, full coverage there, but I think it's nice to just dress modestly, because out of respect for the people whose home Abu Dhabi is. But don't let that stress you out. Just make sure you've got something in your... Just think about what you pack. I would say long white linen dresses are perfection. Have a little white linen shirt in your bag that you can pop over your shoulders if you feel like you want to. And if you travel in December or January, it is the middle of their winter, and the locals were like, oh, it's cold, and we were asking what they meant by cold. They were like, oh, it's only like 23 degrees, 19 degrees. They're like, okay, so it's still pretty warm. But I know a lot of people come on Christmas and New Year. Personally, for me, I don't think it'd be hot enough, but you know, it's definitely going to be more glorious than... I was going to say more glorious in the UK. I love, obviously, Christmas in the UK and New Year in England, but if you do want some sunshine, then you will get it. It's just, you know, there might be a slightly cloudier day or a slightly rainy day. Remember when Em and I came in February, it was actually not that hot, and we did have a rainy day. But yeah, November, October, you're fine. I would say maybe from March, Easter would be a really amazing time to come. Anyway, looking at the screen, I've been chatting to you now for 15 minutes. I really hope the microphone is working. I just don't know how you tell with this camera. So yes, let's take off the eye patches and move on to the final steps. Let me know if you have any questions on visiting Abu Dhabi, by the way. I will try my best to answer them. Right, before I take off my eye patches, what are we going to do next? So I have got from Augustina's Bada a little mini, I think this came in perhaps last year's Look Fantastic Advent Calendar, eye cream. We're going to do an eye cream. We're going to do, I've got a vitamin C capsule here from Elizabeth Arden in my little magical pouch. I'm going to pop on my vitamin C capsule, and then once that's sunk in, I will pop on my L'Occitane Divine Cream Moisturizer. Love that one so much. I've got loads of other bits and bobs in here. A little travel toothbrush. I've got the Augustina's Bada Soothing Cream. I've got a little Elemis makeup remover. That's really handy. I have got the Neil's Yard Remedies hand mist. Oh, did you see that? Oh my god, it just splurted everywhere. Little perfume. This is a Replica on a Date by Maison Margiela. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Okay, you might be able to see that's made my skin super glowy, and my skin is taking its sweet time to absorb the vitamin C. So I am going to crack on with a little bit more work while my skin enjoys this, and then I'll pop on my moisturizer in about 20 minutes or so. So I'll catch up with you probably when I'm ordering my next batch of food. I think I'm going to get, let's see. Oh my god, it all just sounds so good. I love that there's a grill section. You can get Chilean sea bass from the grill with dauphinoise potatoes, truffle jus. Oh, fillet of beef. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get the burrata. I'm going to get the burrata and then I think maybe just the chicken breast. Orange and pear, frangipane tart. Might get a bit of baklava. Oh, I've got to try the lobster mac and cheese bites with the saffron aioli. This is so amazing. You know, Charlie doesn't eat aeroplane food. He's crazy since he got food poisoning on a Virgin Atlantic flight years ago. But I'm saying to him, like, if there's one flight to ditch your resolution never to eat plane food again, it should be this one. Okay, we've reached the point in the flight where we're both getting a bit bored. So Charlie wants to show you his favourite stretches. That you probably can't do on a normal aeroplane, but you can do in Etihad First Class. Okay, the diamond on the floor. What muscles are you stretching here, darling? Hamstrings?
Predominantly hamstrings.
Predominantly hamstrings. Okay, can you show me one for your lats?
No, I do my quads and hip flexors.
Quads and hip flexors. Nice. What was the one that I just showed you? Stretch your bum. No, show them because it was really clever. Look how tanned you are.
This is the Josie. The Josie one.
This is the Josie chest stretch.
Josie lean. Particularly lean.
Lean.
Yeah,
That's quite good on your chest,
It is
actually,
actually
isn't
a good one.
it? Yeah.
And shoulders.
Everyone's got their pods closed,
Calf
look.
raises just to get the blood pumping. There you go.
Nice. What else can you do? Should we do some lunging?
Calf lean.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video that went viral of Kim Kardashian doing a workout up and down an aeroplane?
Well, I was going to say you could do an entire workout. Like, I've got my resistance bands in my hand luggage.
Yeah, but she didn't have any passengers on her. She rented the whole plane.
Well, we've got an entire pod. You could do tricep dips.
Good. Right, when you emails me, it's good for my fingers.
This is Charlie's office. You still not had any plane food?
I will not be eating plane food. This is look.
Have you seen
Got
this
my
menu?
electrolytes. Got my. This is my.
We've got
my
matching
mask,
bags.
which is clearly yours, but I forgot mine.
Doorknob.
I tell you what, I'm really enjoying the smell of these Esper products.
Yeah, they're nice. Have you put the overnight mask on?
The Elemis cleansing bar.
Yep.
This is like
That's
a go-to.
not Suri.
That's not. Yeah, but I don't put my Suri in my travel one like this. It's too
Oh,
big. I
this
take
is
it in
good.
my wash bag. Yeah, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
That's my favourite lip balm. This is particularly good for travel.
Yeah, already raved about mine.
This is the first time I've used this, which obviously I haven't put deodorant on this flight, but on the way out I did because I
Not got deodorant on.
No, I did before the flight, but it was a 7. This is a
Stinker.
daytime flight, so I'm not going to reapply deodorant.
Yeah.
This is really good. Yeah, just a few of my.
Look how organised Charlie is. He's got his clothes ready for landing. He's got his bits and bobs here. And then mine.
This is actually quite nice.
Yeah. Got all of my stuff everywhere. Right. I'm just having to charge my laptop because I've been doing lots of editing. And now I'm going to order my lunch. I'm going to mix and match from the a la carte. I'm going to get the soup and then I'm going to go to the grill. I'm going to get the beef tenderloin with dauphinoise, veg and béarnaise. Got to get the lobster mac and cheese bites, even though I don't really like lobster. I don't like lobster at all, but it's mac and cheese. And then I'm going to get the caramel fudge. Okay, so I confess, I don't actually normally like caviar that much, but it was offered and I have to say something that I'm quite enjoying about this experience is that the people that we've been chatting to around us are also finding this really fun and we're all just kind of making the most of the crazy things on offer for this flight, which is so much nicer than if everyone was being like, oh, I do this all the time. I'm not that excited by the champagne and caviar. So we all just decided we were going to get caviar. I'm probably only going to have the tiniest little bit, but it's a great place to try it. I don't even know if there's like an etiquette. I've got an extra spoon here, so I guess you're meant to use this. I actually loved the caviar. It was so nice. And now I've got an omelette, some my second omelette of the morning. Spinach, I think that's like a Hasselback potato, tomatoes. Yeah, round 2. Here we go. Nice. Okay, it's lunchtime and I've got carrot and sweet potato soup, fresh warm bread, Etihad butter and olive oil, and I've got a rosé champagne. Why not? I didn't think they had rosé, but she was like, oh, we have rosé champagne, so there we go. And then I've got my main course coming after this. I'm going to see how good the headphones are and watch a film while I have my lunch. I've been working and editing the whole flight up to now, but now I'm going to chill. I just had that little amuse-bouche, which is like a little watermelon ice cream, and now I've got my beef dauphinoise potato. Didn't think they were going to do the dauphinoise and the chips, but wow, roasted garlic. Is it bad that I want to take that home and put it in my next veggie stock? Honestly, who in the world saves together their scraps of vegetables and makes free veggie stock and then pays for first class plane tickets? I think there's something wrong with my brain. And then we've got seasonal veg, and I've only had 2 sips of the rosé champagne, but it is delicious. And I'm watching, it's called The Naked Gun. It's very strange, but it's very funny, with Liam Neeson. It's nearly the end of the journey, and this is the bathroom with the shower in behind me, however, temporarily out of service. I don't mind because I wasn't going to shower anyway, but I guess that would be a little bit annoying if you spent a lot of money on the airplane and wanted it to break up a long journey. I have got my 𝙒𝙖𝙙 toothbrush with me, of course. I'm actually going to give it a quick UV clean, and then I'm going to brush my teeth and get my nice little trousers on, ready to land back in the UK.